And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly, truly fantastic day today. Welcome back, my people. LeBron James fanboys, your life is ridiculous. And as more and more people grow weary of your king, it's gonna get worse. So this clip here, we got Rob Parker from The Odd Couple criticizing Steve Nash for not giving LeBron James any pushback when LeBron James talks about not being involved or interfering with how Bronny is coached. LeBron James said, hey, I don't get involved with the coach, and I just tell them to do their thing, and don't give Bronny any special treatment, or hold him accountable. Make sure you hold him accountable more than you hold anybody else accountable. As a matter of fact, I want you to be harder on Bronny than you are on anyone. So this is pretty much what LeBron James had to say. But let's check out this clip. So this clip, I think it's about a couple of minutes. And first is the clip of the deer, the leader of the 4 and 6 Kingdom, Cappin, saying he doesn't interfere. And I believe he's actually talking about when Bronny was in high school and college or whatnot. But either way, we know that that is pure, unadulterated cap. But first clip is LeBron, and it goes into Rob Parker. So let's check out this clip, and we will be right back.
I've never got involved with my kids' coaches.
Mm-hmm. That's for them.
From Bronny growing up to where he is now, and Bryce, on his way to Tucson, to Arizona. I've never got involved. I've never went to a practice and sat through practice the whole time to see how my son was being utilized. I never got on the phone with the coaches. Listen, he's there to coach my son. Coach him however you want to. And I think you need to hold him accountable. I hope you hold him more accountable than any other kid here.
Mm-hmm. Once again, if you had anybody who was on the other side of the microphone, as in Steve Nash, who could push back and say anything. Like, these podcasts are useless. So he sits there, he lets LeBron say that, and all he had to do was say, did you pick up the phone and talk to Rob Pelinka with Bronny, drafting Bronny? Or was that just the Lakers? You never talked to the Lakers about making sure that he was going to play with you? Because you were never involved? Come on. What is that? Really? Well, does that make sense to you? He's never involved, never said anything about any of his kids? Is that true?
The only thing I can make sense of this is if you're going, now that he's trying to become a professional, I'm going to throw you the lob, figuratively and literally, to getting into the NBA. So I think
he says he's not involved. No, that's not what he...
without it, I mean, there is no greater definition of getting involved than what we saw play out with Bronny
saying.
James.
Like, you can't... at least address it. Can you at least address it? Can Steve Nash say, but what happened with Bronny getting drafted by the Lakers? Did you make a call? Did you go out with Rob Pelinka to dinner and Jeannie Buss and say, hey, I want this to happen? How did that come about? Were you involved in that?
Okay, people, so you heard the clip. So LeBron James said he has never gotten involved. He has never interfered. He has never interfered with how his son was being utilized ever in his son's illustrious career. Has LeBron James used his status or just being a parent gotten involved? So the first thing, we know that is a mountain of cap. As a matter of fact, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most amount of cap you could have, that is 100. That is full of cap. But Rob Parker's point, and I think this this is a good point. And so, why does Steve Nash never push back on anything that LeBron James says? Because the guy sits there and says, I mean, just outright lies without blinking an eye. And Steve Nash just sits and accepts it. You know, Steve Nash sits and encourages it. Steve Nash, I feel like Steve Nash, he drank the Kool-Aid. And he is now a full-fledged member of the 4 and 6 Kingdom, also known as the 4 and 6 Cult. And then so Rob Parker brought up the obvious thing. Hey, Mr. I've never been involved in interfering with coaching with Bronny ever. So what happened with the Lakers? How did that come about, Mr. I never ever gotten involved? How did the Bronny end up on the Lakers? How did that happen? Are you saying that out of all the years of Bronny, this is when you made the exception? Because I guarantee you, again, that for the same reason that LeBron James got Bronny on the Lakers is the same reason we can count on that LeBron James surely was interfering with whatever coaching was going on with Bronny up until him getting on the Lakers. Because it's all about LeBron James. It's all about how LeBron James looks. LeBron James getting Bronny in the NBA was about his legacy. And I would argue that even before then, LeBron James' ego would not allow a coach to play Bronny in a way that the coach sees fit, but only in a way that LeBron seems fit that will somehow bring some glory to his name. Again, we've already heard the rumors, or it was probably not rumors, that Bronny James and the whole McDonald All-American thing was manufactured, just like LeBron James' career. We've all heard this before. So, you know, yeah, this is just more of LeBron James outright lying. And like I said, at this point, I don't know if it's just because he can't remember the lies he tells, or if it's because he's so delusional and so has such a need to be right all the time that he simply says what he thinks is going to make him look good in the moment, what is going to make him look right in the moment. But yeah, for Steve Nash to be able to sit across from him and hear the BS that LeBron James says, I mean, this latest one has just been fit. Every time I turn around, somebody is doing a video on a different segment of this interview that I hadn't seen. So this latest segment with him and Luka and Steve Nash has just been, this might be the most full of cap one yet. I mean, this one might be the most blatant lies told yet. And that is hard to do, considering all the lies that has taken place on the Mind Games podcast, on the Cheat the Game podcast, on the Shortcut the Game podcast, on the Shortchange the Game podcast, on the Manufactured Legacy podcast. It's hard to top the amount of lies and capping that is going on this podcast, but this latest episode with Luka seems to be like cap after cap after cap after cap. It's just no ending, and even had Luka participating in the cap, because when they talked about no bag, Luka pretended like he never heard the term before. I'm like, Luka, you're in the NBA, you play American basketball. There's no way you haven't heard the term having a bag before. So it's like everybody's in on the cap. And what more can we say, people? This is just, it's more of this to come. But the only thing I will say is LeBron James fanboys, it has begun. Like we are watching Like there hasn't been a point since I started YouTube where this much criticism has come out about LeBron James from people in mainstream media. There hasn't been a point where this much criticism is like on a daily, several times a day. Rick Bucher, Rob Parker, just random people who I hadn't even heard yet. So, yeah, it's the beginning of the end for you fanboys. And LeBron James is so self-absorbed and so unaware of himself that he doesn't even understand that, like, he's crumbling his own kingdom. He doesn't even understand that all the things you are doing, LeBron James, is having the opposite effect of what you want. This so-called respect that you want, everything that you are doing is having the opposite effect. It's just making us look at you like with more and more disdain. Like, man, just go away. Or stay 10 more years and give us all some entertainment since you ruined the game of basketball. You can at least do that. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think about what Rob Parker had to say about Steve Nash not giving any pushback? I completely agree. And I guess the thing is if you have that job sitting across LeBron James, it is probably part of the job description to not give pushback. So, I would imagine if you take that job, you probably have to have low integrity to begin with, to sit there and say, I'm not gonna push back on anything this guy says. Like, I'm gonna just listen to everything he says and nod and smile like he's saying the most insightful things I've ever heard in my life and encourage this BS. Like, so, I don't know. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.